Hi, I'm Philip reporting for Fun Robotics Network. I'm here with Andrei, Cesar and Sebi from team 15993 info on Robotics. They have just demolished the world record right now for the most points scored in the decode season. And the robot is just incredible. It contains a very fast shooting mechanism and a very fast intake mechanism. And I can't wait to see how they did that on Behind the Bot.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Take on the DECODE season with DECODE Robotics, featuring their FTC starter bot, new 6mm hex shaft and motor options, and updated bevel gears. FTC teams can receive a 25% discount and apply for grants at studica.com/robots. For over 100 years, Kettering University has offered a better education because from day one, that education has been built on hands-on, co-op learning. Kettering's impressive alumni network includes founders, presidents, CEOs, and frontrunners who have a reputation for transforming industries with their resolute leadership. Apply today at kettering.edu/first.
So, starting with your drivetrain, how do you power up your drivetrain and what kind of motors do you use? And
So for our drivetrain, we use 435 Gobilda yellow jackets with a ratio of 1.2 to 1, giving us a total RPM of 522.
I see. And jumping into your intaking system, how do you intake the balls?
Well, our intake is in two stages. The joint stage, which we can adjust the angle so we don't control too many balls at once, and the transfer mechanism.
Why did you choose to have so many different types of wheels on your intaking system?
Oh, sure. So these 48mm Gobilda Grip Force geckos have a better compression on the ball, so we chose to have them in the front so we can intake the ball faster here. Then moving on to the side, we have these mini Mecanum wheels which just redirect the ball, and these 32 Gobilda grip geckos, so it doesn't create too much compression here.
I also see that you have some kind of bumper on your intake. Is it for defense gameplay, and did it work well for you?
Yeah, we have this plate right here. When we see that the game has a lot of defense, we just lower this so we can bump into the robots without damaging our robot.
Nice. Now jumping into your guides and transfer system, I see that you have some kind of surgical tubing over there. How does it work? How do you transfer the artifact from the intake system to the shooter?
Okay, so our main transfer system are these rollers, but these surgical tubings are used for balancing the ball in the center of the center of the intake. So practically orientating the ball exactly on the center. And the transfer system is this one. It's the center of a curve or a semicircle. So it's a perfect geometry for transferring the ball without errors in the launcher.
Nice. And is your transfer happening directly to the shooter, or do you have any kind of kicker mechanism or something?
Directly to the shooter, but on the shooter we have this mechanism to stop the artifacts when we don't want to shoot.
I see. Now jumping into your shooter system, can you please describe the shooter overall and then we'll get into specifics?
Okay, so there are three main components or important components. This weight that equilibrates the speed, and this angle modifier for different trajectories, and as I said, this mechanism that stops the artifacts when we don't want to shoot.
I see. Well, I see also that you have some kind of weights on your shooting system. How much weight is it on your flywheel?
About 400 grams.
I see. And what I also want to ask you, what compression do you have on that shooter?
Approximately 1 centimeter.
1 centimeter of compression? Wow. Okay, and how did you make the shooter so consistent? What do you feel is the thing that made the most difference, the biggest difference?
So our robot philosophy, our strategy is based on supercycling. We are trying to cycle as many balls as possible. So we are just trying to collect them from the gate and then head back to the big triangle. Also, our shooter is very consistent because of our way of implementing it. We are having two curves, one based, both are based on the distance from the robot to the goal. One has the angle as a variable and the other one the velocity of our shooter. And after calculating these non-linear curves, power curves, we are implementing them within our teleop base. While we are doing the transfer, the shooting sequence, it automatically calculates the velocity and the angle, making us very efficient and constant on the field.
And to strike the goal, do you use the limelight at all? I see that you have a limelight on the front of your shooter. How did you implement it?
So we are not using the limelight. If you see, it's wireless. I'm just joking. We are using the odometric pods. We are just doing the Pythagorean method. Like, we know where the robot is. We are getting this from the follower, and we know where the goal is, and we just calculate it pretty easily. So this wasn't a very big problem of ours. Also, our turret auto aligns on the goals, having a 180 degree range.
Nice. And how do you power up that turret system? And what do you feel like? What do you think made it so consistent?
So we are using just two normal servos. We aren't using the analog, or we aren't using them on continuous mode. We are planning on doing this for the nationals to have a 360 range, but right now it was very consistent and it was pretty easily implementing it. It's just basic math.
I see. Thank you so much, Team Info1 Robotics. Your robot is just incredible. I really like it, and it seems like it has a very fast cycling time, and I can't wait to see how you'll perform at the national championship. But for now, I'm gonna have to let you go. So thank you so much, Info1 Robotics. And I'm Philip, reporting for Fun Robotics Network, and this was Andrei, Cesar, and Sebi from Team Info1 Robotics.
Thank you so much as well.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. For over 100 years, Kettering University has offered a better education because from day one, that education has been built on hands-on, co-op learning. Kettering's impressive alumni network includes founders, presidents, CEOs, and frontrunners who have a reputation for transforming industries with their resolute leadership. Apply today at kettering.edu/first. Take on the DECODE season with Studica Robotics, featuring their FTC starter bot, new 6mm hex shaft and motor options, and updated bevel gears. FTC teams can receive a 25% discount and apply for grants at studica.com/robots.